Hi everybody, we're going to find the partial fraction decomposition. In this case we have repeated irreducible quadratic factors, and we're going to do this one a little different than we did the other problems we did. So we'll get started. Since these are both irreducible quadratic, we have to put a linear set up on the top. That way we can get all the possible values for our numerator, given that this is our common denominator. So I'm going to clear the fractions by multiplying by my least common denominator. Clearing the fractions, we get x squared plus 2x plus 3 equals, and we're going to have ax plus b, and one of these cancels, so you're going to also have an x squared plus 4. And in this case, this whole thing just cancels out. So we get cx plus d. Now I'm going to go ahead and distribute this side. And if I FOIL this out, you get ax cubed. And then I'm going to try to go in different order. Plus bx squared, because I want to go in order of the degree from greatest to least. So then we get 4ax, and then I get 4b. Then we get plus cx plus d. Now what I want to do is combine my like terms. So I get ax cubed, I only have one square here, bx squared. I have two of these, so I'm going to factor out an x. So I get 4a plus c, and I'm going to put the x here, and then I don't have any x here, and this would be 4b plus d. If you want, you could call this x to the 0. X to the 0 is just 1. So we went from 3 to 1 and 0. And on this side, I'm going to go ahead and put 0x cubed plus x squared plus 2x plus 3. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to match things up. When I match things up, what I'm going to get is, I'm going to match my x cubes up. So that means a equals 0. I'm going to match up my x squares. There's a 1 here, so that means b equals 1. Right, and then what I'm left with is, for my x to the first place, I get 4a plus c equals 2, just matching it up. And for the last part, you could actually write x to the 0 here if you wanted to. I'm going to get 4b plus d equals 3. So now I can plug in my a's and b's, and I'm going to do it on the different slides. So I have a equals 0 and b equals 1. Also have 4a plus c equals 2 and 4b plus d equals 3. So I'm merely going to substitute. My a is 0, so that's going to be c equals 2. And for my b is 1, so I got 4 times 1, which is just 4, plus d equals 3. And if I subtract 4 from both sides, I get d equals negative 1. Alright, and then we're just going to plug it back in. You get x squared plus 2x plus 3 divided by x squared plus 4 squared. And that's going to equal, my a is 0, so you have 0x plus b divided by x squared plus 4 plus, my c is 2, so that's going to be 2x, my d is 1, divided by x squared plus 4 squared. I just substituted. Now we don't want this 0 here, so I'm going to erase this 0. So it's just going to be 1. We just use the ax plus c for a placeholder. So this is your final answer. And that's all. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.